Hello, welcome to Chrysalis Invictus. This is your daily reading for Wednesday. Today I have the Black Moon Astrology cards for you by Susan Shepherd. Here they are. And so you can make your selection from your intuition or based on number. And the timestamps will be in the description box below. Let's jump into it with pile number 1. Pile number 1, you have the card of Sun, the card of Spirit. The Sun also rules first house, which is the home of identity, ego, the solar plexus. All of these things are connected. There is some sort of initiative that you are driven to, and there is a lot of drive toward that initiative. There's a lot of drive towards center here. But the call is also to stay centered. So not to get lost in fighting for something, to remember that part of what will help you in that case is to stay centered, is to come back to yourself. There could be a propensity or a tendency here or a draw here to start fights today, or on the shadow side of things to respond to things with anger. So just be cautious about that and balancing your solar plexus chakra. I feel like there's definitely something that you are driven to. There's something that is, you have clear focus today. Just be cautious about at what cost you are so clearly focused. The quote that comes with this card is, "There is a vitality, a life force, an energy, a quickening that is translated through you into action. And because there is only one of you in all time, this expression is unique." You may find yourself singled out, perhaps in a dramatic situation where you show your skills in some impromptu ways, such as giving a speech or teaching a class. It is also a time of generosity and laughter. The spotlight shines on your life. What you are doing now is being noticed. If you're not used to this, you may react with aloofness. Avoid foolishness, immaturity, and any lack of organization during this time, or the matter could fall apart at the seams. But all in all, this is a progressive, energetic card which foretells of the prodigious things on the horizon. This indicates that matters will be going your way, but leadership on your part will be necessary. It is time to act and take your place in the sun. Yeah, and so the shadow side of that, and what I was seeing here, was that there could be like some kind of arrogance or if someone pushes back against your leadership, just be cautious of how you react in that situation. And that's obviously not a message for everyone, but it's definitely a message for someone. Let's get you some crystal wisdom cards to round out your reading. This is really great though, like such a bright, sunny influence. Leo is represented here as well. Azurite, expanded awareness. My awareness is expanding with an abundance of clarity. I feel that the leadership or this drive is really the clarity. Like you find clarity through action as opposed to just that sort of mental clarity. And we have this one, Ruby, shine. Yes. It is time for me to shine. Stepping into that call or that purpose, or what you are truly good at. Maybe you've been resistant to stepping into this role or to taking action, and today is really going to be that time for you to shine and to prove to yourself more than anyone else that you can do it. So I'll leave you with that, pile number 1. Thank you so much for joining. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my information is in the description box below, as well as classes, yoga and meditation classes. So you can check that out there. Take care. Okay. I knocked the thing. Apologies. Okay, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You have YOD, destiny. Things are clicking into place for you today. There's this sort of resistance that's been lifted and a foundation that is felt. So perhaps you had started things in the past that didn't really have a foundation. Whatever you're working on now, you will clearly see the foundation that is there, or if it isn't there, you will clearly see how to build one. So this could be for anything. This can be for relationships, for work, whatever it is that we plant seeds for, that we try to bring into our lives, that we, the things that make life great, those sorts of foundations. So I see you here really coming into that awareness, connecting the dots. And everything is just going to kind of come into place. So if things are coming into place, don't question it. Sometimes when things start to fall into place, we do that panic thing. It's almost like when you get a really good sale at a store and then you feel like you stole something. So you're like, we got to leave the store because I feel like I just stole something, before they realize what I've done. And it may feel like you're getting away with something, but this is based on a foundation. Maybe you've never built anything that had a really strong foundation before, and so you're used to more resistance than this. So today is really a day that's highlighting that. The quote here is, a person often meets his destiny on the road he took to avoid it. Ooh, this is interesting. So this is typically, or this was thought to be the area of your chart that rules fate, and not necessarily good fate. So it's interesting that those were the messages that were coming through. A bit of bad luck could be the catalyst for this clarity, or something coming in that would ordinarily be a negative thing or something that would derail you is not derailing you because of this foundational energy that you have here. It could mean that there are some health issues that really need addressing. So this can be any matter of foundation. So maybe you're recognizing that you need to take better care of your health, or whatever this is, whatever comes in this form of clarity. And it could be a sudden event kind of thing, or it may have come from yesterday. You will know what you need to do, but it could have to do with your health. Something that you can't ignore anymore. It needs your attention. So let's get you some crystal wisdom cards. I mean, even though there are things that could be difficult for you today, this is overall for me a very good feeling, in the sense that it is pushing you in the right direction or nudging you. Fire agate, creativity. I allow the creativity of my soul to shine through into my world. There's some kind of setback. But it's all a matter of perspective, because whatever the setback is aligns you with your destiny, and it creates new possibilities. Sometimes, pile number 2, I think that your messages can be the most psychic. At least they have been the last couple of days. Okay, Libyan gold tektite manifestation. I manifest positive outcomes. More than that, you've been working toward positive outcomes. So this is definitely, I think I mentioned earlier about this idea of manifestation, about what you're trying to build in your life. And this is whatever falls here, whatever crumbles here was meant to. There is something that it is making space for. And I think that that clarity is going to become clear, even if it arises as a health issue. There will be something that demonstrates to you, I'm in the right place at the right time somehow. Okay, so I will leave it there for you. If you would like to book a personal reading, my information is down below. And take care. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. These have been really good today. So let's see what you have. The 5th house, creativity. Wow. Okay. I don't know why, but there's a blockage in your crown chakra is what I'm hearing. Or there is an overabundance of energy coming in through your crown chakra that is disrupting your ability to self-regulate your emotions. And the way that you can ground this is through some sort of creative endeavor. You don't have to be an artist to pick up a pen and doodle. Doodling, actual forms of art, working with your hands, all of that is going to be incredibly helpful and important for you today. Because this imbalance is messing with your sense of reality, so you may not see things how they truly are today without grounding yourself in some sort of creative. This could be cooking as well. Cooking is something, writing, anything where you're creating something and focusing your energy on something outside of yourself or outside of other people. I do feel like there's a bit of a distortion in other people and their intentions and knowing what that means for you today. So the quote here is, every child is an artist. The problem is staying an artist when you grow up. Yeah, there is this callback to childhood. The distortion that you see could be because of childhood. That happens to us a lot, and I'm sure you hear about that a lot, that, you know, something that has happened in our childhood makes us look at certain people in a certain way. So it may be that you're viewing through that lens, or that your view is making things more monstrous or more pleasant than they are. It depends on how things come through your crown chakra. So some people get it as rosy colored delusions where they can't see an ounce of truth in like a light sort of way. I don't want to say positive because it's still damaging. And then there's the one where you can see things through maybe more of a paranoid or anxious lens. So the card is asking you to be happy and give yourself the gift of happiness, to delve into that space of imagination. If you're a parent, this can represent your children, or if you're a grandparent, your grandchildren, or if you care for children at all, there could be an element of these messages coming through in a distortion of, I'm just getting distortion. So a distortion of perspective. So it could be a distortion of perspective on your child's behavior or your grandchild's behavior. And just encouraging you to bring some fun into the situation. So don't take things too seriously today. If there is a problem, you can always look at it when you have a clearer lens. Today is not the day to deal with that, is what I would say. So let's take a look at a few more oracle cards and then we'll close out the reading. And you have this card, Flying, Confidence. So where's your confidence seated with all of the yellow and orange? This is definitely a day of lower chakras. So if you work with chakras, taking a look at maybe playing, if you're around the house, just playing some binaural beats that are aligned with the lower chakras. I am confident in all that I do. This could be turned inward as well for like imposter syndrome kind of things. Again, it's really just not a day to say anything with any kind of clarity. Try to avoid I am statements, and try not to make them true. But there's definitely, if you're going to pick one of the lower chakras, I would say your sacral. And it's interesting because each pile has really represented a different of the lower chakras, so solar plexus, sacral, and root. So I would say it wouldn't hurt to address all three of them, but for you specifically, definitely the sacral. We have agate, healthy body. Every little cell in my body is happy and healthy. So this could be a call to dance, to use your creativity in that way, but also just to express that sense of fun. What do you do for fun in your body to feed yourself really well today? That's going to help here with this distortion. Healthy proteins help you to ground, but listen to your body. Ask your body, what do I need? What do I need today? There's nothing wrong with sitting in silence and asking your body, what do I need? Or before you eat, what do I need to eat? How do I need to move? All of those sorts of things. So that's what I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for joining. Leave a comment, subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my information is in the description box below. Take care.